Hi family, welcome again to Bex Flavor. So if you watched my previous video, my Turkish bread video, I promised to share this chicken kebab recipe with you. So here I am. Look at how amazing that looks, and I'm sure you want to get stuck in. So let's get started. So to start with, I have got about 600 grams of chicken breast fillets, and to this I am going to be cutting this very thinly. Okay, so you do so by just when you're cutting, place your palm onto the chicken like I'm doing. This will make it easier for you to slice a thin layer of the whole chicken. Okay, I'm doing this because when I put this in the oven, if it's too thick or too chunky, it is just going to be raw in the middle. Okay, and you don't want it to be raw in the middle. You want everything to cook nicely. So this is the reason why I am slicing this thinly. Okay. So after slicing the chicken, I'm going to be making a marinade for the chicken. I am using some olive oil, some fennel seed powder, some salt, some garlic and ginger paste, some chili powder to taste, cumin powder, coriander powder, and some garam masala powder, and then I am going to be using some plain yogurt as well, and a little freshly squeezed lemon juice, and some black pepper as well. I'm now going to be mixing everything together, ensuring everything is nicely incorporated, and then I will add in my chicken to marinate. So once I add in all the chicken, I am just going to make sure that all the seasoning is incorporated in the chicken, and then I'm going to allow this to sit in my fridge for about 4 hours. If you don't have 4 hours, at least let this sit for about half an hour. If you can do overnight, it's even better. But I had 4 hours, so I let mine sit for about 4 hours. But if you don't have time, you can just go ahead and put it in the oven straight away, and that is fine. So to make our skewer, because you know how the chicken kebab sort of stands, I'm going to be using a whole onion just to give it some sort of grounding. Okay. Then I'm going to be using some skewers. I'm just going to pierce this through the onion, and I'm going to be using 2 skewers. So I realized one of my skewers was just a bit dodgy, so I changed it and swapped it around for a different skewer, but it was still not as straight as I wanted it, but it was doable, so I just went ahead and used it as it is. So now the fun part, I let this sit for 4 hours. So after 4 hours, I am now going to skew this on the skewer thing that I have just made. Well, I say fun part, but really and truly the fun part is eating it. But this is the start of the fun part. Okay, so I'm just going to skew the chicken onto the onion until everything is on the skewer, and then we will continue the process. So now that all the chicken is on the skewer, I'm going to add the remaining half onion on top of the chicken just to give it some more grounding. It's not necessarily for any taste or whatever it is, but it's just to give it some more grounding. And then I'm going to add in a lemon on top of that. That is for a bit of taste, just so that when it's baking in the oven, it can have a nice lemon juice on top of the chicken as well. So here we are. This is how your chicken kebab is meant to be. Well, if it can't stand, just go ahead and just lay it on the baking sheet. Okay, it's fine, but I just wanted it to stand. Okay, now I am going to go ahead and place some foil around the chicken because I don't want the chicken to burn in the oven, sort of the edges to burn while the middle of the chicken is not cooked yet. Okay, so I'm going to wrap this, then I'm going to put this in the oven for about 45 minutes. It's going to stay nice and moist, and then I will uncover it and allow this to brown a little bit more. So here I am. I'm going to place this on the bottom rack of the oven. That's what you need to do. Like I'm saying, if you don't have that kind of space, just lay it flat down and it will be fine. So after about 45 minutes, I'm going to uncover it now. Right now, the chicken is cooked, but I just wanted to have that crispy edges and that charred edges to the chicken. So I'm going to lay this flat because at this point, my chicken is kind of giving up on wanting to stand up straight. Okay, so I'm going to lay this flat. I'm going to put it back in the oven for about 5 to 10 minutes until it's got a nice char on the outside. After about 10 minutes, I'm just taking my chicken out because I don't want it to dry out. I still want to have a moist chicken. And look at this, guys. If I tell you the smell, okay, you have to make it. That's all you need to do. And true to the chicken kebab style, I'm just going to be cutting this up like the way they do when you go to the shop to buy them. You know, when you go to the chicken kebab shop to buy them, they are just slicing it and it just looks so good. So that is what I try to envision whilst cutting my chicken. I know I get a bit too excited about food, but would you if you had this chicken in front of you? Okay, I'm just going to show you how nice that is looking. It is guys, just try it, okay, and let me know. I can tell you how it feels or how it tastes like, but if you don't try it, you would never know. Okay, and here we are, and you can see my Turkish bread at the back there. If you haven't seen that one yet, it's in the previous video and I'll link it in the description box as well. Make this and you don't have to go out and spend much money on any takeaway, and you know exactly what's in your food. Okay, so of course, to do the honors, I am going to be plating this up by having some chicken in my Turkish bread. I'm going to be adding some salad. You can use any salad, anything of your choice really. You can even add some of that onion that we placed on top of the chicken. It is nice and sweet and charred, and it's going to be so good. Okay, so you can do that as well. If you don't like any salads, then don't bother with any salad. Just have the chicken and the Turkish bread and you're going to be in heaven, promise. You can also add any sauce of your choice. I'm adding some peppery sauce because that's just what I like, but add any sauce of your choice, and I don't like too much sauce. So hey, if you like a lot of sauce, go ahead and go for it. Look at how lovely that is looking. You can't tell me that you're not inspired to try this dish. If you are inspired to try this dish, give me a thumbs up, like this video, comment below, let me know what you think about this recipe. Let me know if you'll be making it. Please share with everyone. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.